Hello, brethren. No doubt these last few months have been incredibly difficult for all of us, and many of us, or all of us, have been affected by this coronavirus and continue to be affected by the coronavirus. Many have lost their lives, and some have lost loved ones, and we sympathise with them greatly about that. It also affected the craft and the chapter in Freemasonry to a great degree, in that we have not been able to meet for a number of months and are unlikely to be able to meet in the future. But all has not stopped, however, and we continue to keep the office open and talk about our Freemasonry all the time. But this crisis has brought out the very best in Freemasonry and Freemasons, and I've seen many fantastic things done in the community by our brethren across the province. There have been Sunday lunches served to 90 people from Ashington. There have been tablets given to various people in care homes and numerous other things that have caused great satisfaction to the community, but it made me terribly impressed and terribly proud of you all. As you are no doubt aware, I've made several changes to the executive recently. Worship Brother David Lilly, who has been my Deputy Provincial Grand Master for the last 6 years, is suffering from some ill health and decided he wanted to step down. I've asked Worship Brother Kevin Stannard to take over as Deputy Provincial Grand Master, and he has graciously accepted that offer. And I'm greatly looking forward to Worship Brother Kevin's help in the years to come. Kevin and I have been friends for a long time. We both know each other well. I'm sure this will be a great asset to the province. Worship Brother Brian Denton, who has been Assistant Provincial Grand Master for the last 6 years, has also decided to stand down for personal reasons. In his place, I've asked Worship Brother Gordon Craigs and Worship Brother George Sanger to step up as Assistant Provincial Grand Masters. Worship Brother Gordon, as you all know, has been Provincial Grand Master in the Mark for over 10 years now, and his patent is coming to its close in September. When I heard this, I thought it was a too good an opportunity to miss to ask him to join me in being one of my assistants and help us within the province in the craft and the chapter. This he was very pleased to do. You will also know that Worship Brother George Sanger has led the communications team for the past 3 years, and I've asked him to step up to Assistant Provincial Grand Master and lead the communications team in the future from the executive. This he has also said he would do and help me with this, and I'm very, very pleased about that too. The other thing that has been affected by this crisis is the 2020 festival. You will know by now that this has had to be postponed, but we have postponed it till 2021. This was going to be a great party in 2020, and as this province is so very good at charity, and as the festival has done so well, and I'm not going to tell you what amount we have reached, but we will celebrate this in 2021. It was too much of a good thing to miss, and I was determined that this should take place. So it will now be a year later. So please do apply for tickets, and please do join us in all the celebrations next year, because it is going to be some celebration. I'm very disappointed, brethren, that we have had to postpone all provincial visits in the craft and the chapter until next year. I'm also very disappointed that we're not going to be able to join those lodges who are celebrating centenaries or presentations of 50-year certificates, all of which are great nights and which I will greatly miss until next year, but hopefully we'll hold them all next year. I also feel that you only ought to come back to your lodges when you feel comfortable to do so. UGLE are very keen for us all to open our lodges up and open the buildings up and attend our lodges as quickly as possible, and I hope so too. But people ought to feel comfortable in doing that, and I wouldn't feel that I would like to push anybody into coming back to their lodge if they felt that they didn't want to at this present time. So our thoughts are with you, brethren. You need to make your decisions about this, but only come back to your lodges when you feel comfortable to do so. Brethren, I've been hugely impressed by the role technology has played during these last few months. I've met not only with my senior executive and the Provincial Grand Secretary, the High Rulers in London, my own lodge where we meet every month and have a Tyler's toast at 9:30, and by the way that you've all met in your own lodges and committees on Zoom and Teams and the like. This will play a very big part, I'm sure, in our future, and I've been really impressed by what's happened over the last few months with this. Also, you can now follow me on Twitter at Prov Grand Master. I hope that you'll be careful with this because I'm just the learner and you're very, very professional at this. But I look forward to hearing your comments and making some comments back to you. Don't care what you say, brethren, just come out with it. I'm sure amongst all this, we'll have some good ideas about how we're going to run Freemasonry in the future, and I look forward to that. Brethren, one of the things I'm going to really miss this year is the annual general meeting at the racecourse at Newcastle. This is an opportunity for me to meet you when I appoint and promote you in provincial grand rank. It also gives me an opportunity to talk to our guests from other provinces and for you to meet each other and enjoy the meal and the meeting as well. This year, none of that will take place. The annual general meeting will take place in a smaller place, in a much smaller form than usual. But I hope when you get those appointments and promotions through the letterbox at the end of August, I hope that you will feel that they are rewarding to you, as I hope they are, and that you'll be able to help me in the months and years to come in Provincial Grand Lodge. Brethren, this recent crisis has affected all of us, but I've been greatly encouraged and impressed by the number of people who are asking to join our great organisation. And I hope that as soon as this crisis is over, we can invite them to join our lodges right across the province. I hope this is one of many video updates you will have from me and my executive. Until we come and meet you again, brethren, stay safe, keep well, and I look forward very much to meeting you all in your lodges very soon. Thank you.